I believe that the federal government should have a special budget for police welfare. You see, I'm a product of police barracks, and I know how police officers suffer. Please, I'm begging the federal government to look into this vital issue. I know it can be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your device is on. Please move away from it.
Good morning, Charles speaking.
Welcome, Charles. Please go ahead.
EFCC recovered 700-something duplexes owned by former...
753.
Okay. And their names are not mentioned. And this is a country fighting corruption. Is it not obvious that the government agencies are aiding this political criminal? If a little boy steals a phone, police will not even investigate. Police will immediately, or even have done anything, immediately they will come on media, social media, parade them, and tell you they are criminal. Even most times at the end of the day, they are not. Because the story have always been, once they are from the poor background or the Talakawa, the police will hurriedly label them one name, and people will go on with it on social media and all that. Yet the real thieves, have we forgotten the sponsors of Boko Haram that was mentioned in Dubai during the so-called February time, and none of their names, nobody, even was arrested. And this is a country where they are just playing. This is not a serious country. I think the nations around the world are just laughing at it. What kind of people are these?
All right.
FCT, children have to go back exam was going on. The day IPOB declared sit at home, everybody here was complaining. They are playing with the future of their children, but now they are making, what are they doing here? Nigeria is actually, I don't even know what to call it.
All right, Charles. Have a good day as well. 08099300137. That's the WhatsApp platform. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go onto those platforms to be a part of the conversation. Looking at some of your messages on Facebook right here. Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebara from Owerri says, welcome back and happy new month. Economic reform should connote economic improvement in the system and lives of the people. It ought to be a human-faced package to better the lots of the living. Where it connotes to starving, impoverishing, traumatizing and hemorrhaging the people, then the reform is for the dead and not the living. A reform that has not impacted Nigerians but has diminished lives and living out of Nigerians. Why can't our lawmakers make laws and policies that are in the best interest of the masses? Is a question that Dr. Umar Libera is ending her message with. Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning, sir.
Welcome, sir. Good morning. What's your name?
God bless you. Happy new month. This is Itodo Media College. I greet the last caller. I greet all the Nigerian family. Dr. Sulum, good morning to you. When Tinubu removed subsidy, every one of you benefited. The governor, that the allocation is 10 billion. They are collecting 30 billion. It's not against the North. Why are you people like this? You people should fear God. All of you have buy SUP, 16 million, National Assembly. The Northern Senator, today rejected the 16 million SUP. He reached out to pay back to the center now. It's against the North. He's not going to against anybody. We hear that the gold is in Zamfara. A lot of mineral resources is in the North. The people, politicians there, they are using security to deceive others, to tell us that the place there is no peace. For us not to know, they don't know that we know what they are making. Okay, now, when you people are complaining about bill now, ask me, why did you talk about subsidy that we don't want it? Now you put only for mouth, it's still, but to put bitterly for mouth, you are complaining.
All right.
You don't want to pay back, but you want to continue money. They should go about the tax bill. Let every one of us know what you are generating each day.
All right.
Monkey walk and babu is so there. Lagos will bring 200 million from drink.
All right.
For us, they will take it to Kano or Safari.
All right. That's a good place. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Vitalis from Lugbe.
Welcome, Vitalis. Go ahead.
What I'm going to say is not that I am really in support of the new tax policy that is coming, that they are talking about. But the aspect I am concerned with is the defense that is normally put whether it enjoys a popular support or not. But what we have seen all these days is that most people or defense people are recruited. I don't mean military in this case. Whenever a policy is being criticized, they will not explain. They will not go ahead to let people.
Are you referring to spokesperson for the government?
Sorry?
Are you referring to the spokesperson for the government?
Okay. What I'm talking about, I'm talking of the president's spokesman.
Okay.
They are always attacking people whenever a policy is being criticized. In a same society like ours, I think what should be done is whenever a policy is brought about or is being thought about and is put in the public domain, they should allow people to criticize it, the positive side and the negative side. And then later, they can now have a look at it and say what we have thought out is actually the best when they have listened to the two sides. But this idea of whenever a policy is brought and people are criticizing, the person is seen as an enemy or whatever, and what all the spokespeople are doing is to criticize, is to say, is to defend it. No, that is not the case.
All right.
Subject it to people's discussion, and when they are done, you can now have a proper look and see from the other side. So I think our people should also learn to do that.
All right.
That is good for our democracy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Do you feel like the president's spokesman, his spokespersons are doing a great job in terms of educating when concerns like this come up? Do you feel like they are able to answer questions properly, or can they do better? And in what way can they do better to ensure that the people for which some of these policies or these conversations are centered around are able to better understand it and maybe, be more receiving or receptive to constructive criticism? What do you think are better ways to handling that? Let's get to more of your thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
My name is Felix Fortune, calling from Matam.
Welcome, Felix. Go ahead.
You see, this EFCC that refused to mention name of people that own this property, because let's go come to Matama here. You see properties with only security men and one security man and one side chick and one lady that is serving the side chick. And in the night, you go see motor, when explanation, tinted color, just weekend, just they enter. Nobody, people are looking for houses. Houses are still in substance in Abuja here. I don't know, let them mention them, let us know this name so that we can shame them and distance ourselves from them. Because as far as I'm concerned, I know that PDP people, because their parking money is so much.
No. There is no party that has been pinpointed. Okay, it's about the individual. Let's not do that, Felix.
Let them mention them, because if we look at it, like now, next year will be hot. How much budget that we say the president proposed?
Why do you think next year will be hot, Felix? Could you give us insight into that?
Look at the budget. How are they going to fund such budget? Look at the budget that they propose. Some of us that are businessmen, we know what will happen. Such budget is it only on this oil from Niger that are finished? No other thing. So we are even importing toothpaste. I just don't know. And when we were looking for how they can crash prices, and at the same time open border for foreign goods to come and mix with local goods so that the prices will crash. They shouted of increasing. Some women, they increased salary by 125% from 30,000 to 70. 18,000 we were worried at 10. And doing what we don't know as bailout funds. I just don't know. And later 30,000, no governors can pay, nobody can pay. And now what we are hearing is how much trillion, 7-something trillion. In this country, I just don't know what people are thinking.
All right, Felix.
If you ask me, I want the military to take over.
I have to let you go right now. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo. This is Abakar calling you from Bawalada.
Welcome.
End of the season to you and your loved ones. Where is the angelic Gabriela?
She'll be here in a bit. She's good.
Nice to know. I greet all the contributors, the callers, and the extremists of this media empire called Nigeria. And so, who will benefit from the tax reform?
Will the tax reform enshrine general prosperity? Will it put more food on the table of the common people? It will still enrich the president, the lawmakers, the judiciary, the ruling class. What kind of government, what kind of economy are we running? We are creating an economy that empowers the executive, the judiciary, the lawmakers, the legislature. Mr. President acquire the latest fleet of cars, the latest watch, the new presidential jet. When millions of Nigerians cannot afford a single meal in a day, you call it a tax reform. This is a tax tragedy. We should stop with this north-south dichotomy. It is about the oneness of Nigeria, about our general prosperity. We are now approaching Christmas. Many more families cannot get a single meal in a day. This is a tragedy. What kind of economy? They are creating division, they are creating the economy when people are languishing in abject poverty and hunger. You say you are creating economy. Tinubu is not a leader, it's a taskmaster.
All right.
Come to tax Nigeria oppressively. Thank you.
Let's move on now to the WhatsApp platform and take some of your thoughts. It's 6:51 right here. In a bit, rather. We'll go on a quick breather. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the news. And afterwards, I'll be back to get more of your reactions to the headlines this morning. But let's take some of these comments regarding the headlines. Moazu John Lasisi says the custom officer's death in Oshun really sad. May their souls rest in peace. And Tinubu built Lagos is a popular slogan of his supporters. And during the campaign for presidency, he built Lagos. Was it to benefit himself? And is replicating same in Nigeria? At the end of the 4-year tenure, what would he emerge as? Sonny from Ado in Nasarawa State asking questions right there. May God bless the souls of the departed customs officer and his family. Some groups are always against anything that will make Nigeria a better place. To me, I believe most people who are against the tax reform are selfish and misleading, is what Oludade Abiodun says. Greetings to all listeners and callers of Nigeria Info. Presidency calls for calm on tax reform. I hope after the back and forth, it will not become fake policy, is what Yahaya, the head boy in Massacre, says. Low income earners can withdraw their savings from pension. If this is true, then we appreciate it. But Nigeria will get it right one day, is what Triple D in Waru says. Let's go on to the Facebook platform and see some of your comments. But first, Comrade Chris in Madala says on the tax reforms by the federal government, in the course of doing this, the federal government should be circumspect. The whole burden should not be shifted to low-income earners. The federal government should be humane in its policies, is how he ends his message. And on Facebook, policies... okay, I'm trying to get to this message. It just vanished. A policy is not meant to impact the people, but ours, it's only to benefit our leaders, is what Solomon Benjamin says. And Kende Markel says, I think the tax bill should be stepped down first, even though it has a very good outlook, but it has been politicized along religious and ethnic lines. And Joseph Orim says government should do something really fast for Nigerians to find things easy and live a better life. Good morning, Josiah Oba. Good morning, Jesse Aldo. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation and watching live on YouTube and Facebook. We'll go on a quick breather. When we come back, we'll get more of your reactions. Do all to stay tuned.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Mr. Teacher, please.
This is Nigeria Info.